Good evening and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. What you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna grow. It's the Que-stead show. Good evening, everyone, on this very hot summer evening. I'm not complaining. I said after I viewed that solar eclipse that I would never complain about the sun again. So I'm not complaining, but I can always say that it's hot when it's hot, and it's hot. We hit over 90 today, and it's only gonna get worse from now until Wednesday. We're in a mini heat wave, and that's what happens in Michigan. We go straight from spring to summer, and I mean super summer. But we haven't had a hot summer in a long time. It's been at least, I would say at least, the last hot summer I remember was before 2009. So, well, 2010 was the last hot summer I remember. So we're talking, what, 12 years here, 12, 14 years. So, and we haven't had a bad winter since 2010, that same year. And usually if we get a hot summer, we get a bad winter. So I'm preparing in advance. But anyway, I don't know. I posted so many, I filmed so many short videos today. I'm only gonna post one. And I think I'm gonna post my original video, which was about maybe 10 minutes long from when I first stepped in here today. It was over 120 degrees again, and I want y'all to see that on the thermometer. The first thing I discovered was that the black tarp did indeed draw the heat. I could feel the heat pulsating off of it onto my skin as I walked under it. So I knew that the heat was pulsating off of that onto the plants. So I said, that's gonna have to come down today. So I left it up. But what I did, I got the plants watered down real good. They weren't stressed. The only thing that is stressed was my basil, and it needed water. So I threw the water in there and it perked right back up. The grapes stressed later, and they're still kind of stressed over there. Let me zoom in on them. And I'm thinking that they stressed basically because I just transplanted them and everything, but they're coming back. And so I think I'm gonna put those grapes outside on that island over there just for the night until I can get this cooled off completely. It's still holding a little heat, but let me tell you what I did. First of all, later, I took the black tarp down. I had to. It was like, because even after I got the temperature, it went down to 90 after I watered the plants, turned on the fan, and opened it up. And so the temp went down to 90 and it held there. It would not move any further. Even with the breeze and all that, it stayed at 90. But yet and still, it was 90 outside at 12 o'clock. So of course it was gonna stay at least 90 in here. So, but I didn't like that. So I said, okay, first of all, let me get this tarp down. So I found a sheet, a twin sheet, an old blanket that's stained up. And I found that one blanket that we used to use from my mother's transport. So I took the black tarp down and I put this up as best as I could. This is the side where the sun beams in. So I concentrated because the sheet and the blanket would not fit all the way across like the big blanket. So I made sure that I got this side covered so that when that afternoon sun comes through, at least this will be blocked until I can get my burlap next week. And I won't be buying burlap for the whole greenhouse, just for specific areas. I'm gonna leave that white blanket up. That worked excellent. Temp started dropping right away. And at that time, when I put the white blanket up, the sun was right over that spot. I immediately felt relief, and I started looking at that thermometer and it started dropping. The other thing I did, I said, okay, I know I'm gonna have to get some panels for these doors, so let me start pricing them now, because I might have to go into the don't go money to get them. So I looked at Walmart, they were like $6.99 for one panel. Then I looked at Target, they were even more. They were like over $10 for one panel. I looked at Myers. Myers had them for like $5.99 for one panel. Then I thought, let me check Menards because they sell everything. I checked Menards, and what's the one thing I see that started today? A clearance on panels. $2 and I think 57 cents for 2 panels. They came two to a pack. And so I jumped in that car immediately. I said, because these things are gonna sell. So I jumped in the car immediately and I took my behind to Menards. I actually bought 4 packs because I didn't know at the time when I got there that they were 2 panels. I thought it was just a single panel, but I thought that was a great deal. So I bought 4 thinking, okay, I'm gonna need 4. 2 panels to a pack. So I hung 2 there. They were plenty wide, plenty long. So I used my clothesline clips to pin them to the side of the zipper. And then this is up. I just took this one up, when I came in here. And why did this bee just fly in, buzzing around my head? Okay, but anyway, I pinned that one up and then I did the back. So the doors are open and they will remain open forevermore until we go into some cold weather. And so I don't think that a squirrel can get through. If a squirrel or a groundhog is strong enough, but see, the bricks are at the bottom and I got it bricked really, really good and it's tight. Now, the only way they can do something is if they somehow or another, and I'm gonna move those crates back so that they don't climb and make a leap for it, but they would have to tear the whole curtain down some kind of way. And perhaps they can use their teeth or maybe their claws to do that, but it would be so much work. I don't think that they're gonna get through. None of them. And like I said, the bottom is bricked down really good, so they're gonna see that they're blocked. So the only way they're gonna be able to even try to get in is to climb. So that's why those crates are gonna be moved back. So they won't have anything to climb on because they can't climb up the side of the greenhouse because it's plastic. And they can't jump that far or anything, so I cannot see an animal getting in. So it's gonna be open overnight. So it's still cooling off in here right now, and I'm gonna let it continue to cool, and it's really gonna cool off tonight. That's the nice part. Even though we hit 90, it'll be down to the mid 50s after the sun goes down. In fact, I can feel it kind of cooling off now out there compared to what it was earlier. So, and it's kind of breezy too. We've got storms coming. In fact, it thundered and it rained for a little bit, maybe an hour ago, but not enough not even for my grill to be affected, okay? And then the sun came right back out. Then it just kept thundering, but I can see the storm clouds. I don't know if you can see them right behind me. So, and we're expected to have storms tonight. So that's gonna really cool it off until tomorrow. So my hope and prayer is that because it will be open already, it won't get as hot in here earlier. If I come in tomorrow and it's at 90 degrees, I'll be satisfied. Because having it open is going to let any type of air blow through. And these sheets and stuff are working. So, and they don't absorb the heat like that black tarp did. So I'm thinking I will see an improvement tomorrow. I'm hoping and praying. Yep. And then also, keep our family in prayer. I lost a first cousin today. Whew, it never gets easier because on my father's side, I had over 48 first cousins. It was a lot of us, and we were like siblings, okay? We were like siblings, and still are. And so this is the 9th one to pass. It might even be the 10th. I have to go through the names and count it up. So, that's something we've been going through for the past, I would say 10 years now, where first cousins have begun to die off. And so we lost my cousin Timothy, and he wasn't that old. He was in his 60s, and he passed away this morning. And so my plan is to make sure I go to his services, which will be in Grand Rapids, which is about a 2-hour drive from here. So I don't know if I will drive myself or ride with my sister, or how it all depends on the day of the funeral. My plan is if my sister, is staying all night or something, I'll probably drive and then come back that same day. I'll just leave early that morning and come back that evening, you know, after the family dinner. That's what I've done for other cousins when they've passed, for the funerals that I was able to attend, because I lost 4. Wait, let's see, Vanessa, Linda, Wanda, then my brother, and then Tommy. I lost, along with my brother, I lost 4 first cousins during the time I was caring for my mother. And I was only able to make it to 1 funeral out of that, and it was difficult getting to the one. And then I had lost an aunt. I was able to make it to her funeral as well, and that was basically it. The rest I couldn't attend. And then since then, I lost a first cousin suddenly right after my mother passed, a month to the day. And so I couldn't go to his funeral because it was during the pandemic, but I was able to go view him the day before. And then I hadn't lost a first cousin since then, so since 2020. So it's been just shy of 4 years. So, yep. So this I plan to attend for sure. You know, I definitely plan to attend if nothing happens. So it all depends on the day of the services, which I would assume with him passing on today, they'll probably be next Saturday, or possibly, you know, Monday, or unless she decides to do it earlier. We'll see. So I'll need to use, you know, I get paid on Friday, so I'll need to use funds from that to gas, you know, and fund my trip. And basically it'll be just gas. So I'll fill up, and that full tank will get me to Grand Rapids and back. So basically about $40 out of that will be used towards that. And then I'll come on home. But I still plan to get some of the burlap to get that back area back there. And then I would like to do the sides over here. So I'm just going to see, you know, I know it's kind of expensive. So I'm going to see how much I can get. And whatever I can get, I'm going to get. And then at the beginning of the month, I will have some extra funds, so I can possibly get the rest of it. So if I can get enough to do 2 frames all the way across where the white blanket is, and then down at the end, then I can get these 2 frames at the beginning of the month and just do it that way, because I want that burlap is long, so it will reach from the window. Whoops, I knew that was gonna happen. I knocked over my water, but it didn't spill. Okay, it'll reach from that frame all the way over to that frame. So that's what I would like. And I want it to look halfway decent. But I'm just happy that I was able to go into the don't go money, and I only spent a total of about, altogether, I think it came to like $6 something or $7. Oh yeah, and that was for the 4, and I got to take 2 of them back, so I'll be getting half of that back when I go. And I'm gonna wait until towards the end of the week to take those back. I have my receipt. I don't have to go right away to do that. I can do that at the end of the week when I go to get burlap. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna get on off of here. Let's check this temperature before I end it. Okay, and this is where we've been holding ever since I put those panels up, and they've been up an hour now. So we're at 79 degrees right now, and I think that's good. That is very good. And it's still, I looked at the temp, it is still 80, I think 88 degrees outside when I looked at the temperature. Y'all, I got a pepper coming, and this is from the IG du Soleil. It's coming right in the middle. It looks like it's about to flower. So this evening I wanted to do some switching up, but I'm gonna wait till tomorrow because it might rain. But my squash are starting to flower, getting ready to put on flowers. So I want to get one of this is the only squash that I have doubled up. Every other squash is single. So I'm gonna get one of these squashes taken out of there because I did get some extra crates on yesterday. I stopped by my store and I was able to grab some crates, and I'm gonna go back and grab some more. I'm gonna separate these flowers. I lost the bachelor's button, and the nasturtium, it seems to be coming back. So I'm gonna go on and get these flowers separated, because when I saw some of the other flowers, in their own pots on some of you guys' pages, I see that they get pretty big. And so that's what I want too. And these are edible flowers. Okay, I am going to, and I might do this in a few minutes, get these suckers cut off, the tomatoes here. I've got flowers coming. I don't know if you can see. It's getting ready to, so I want to get these suckers cut off so that I can concentrate the energy. And I might cut all this stuff off and let the energy concentrate right there where it's starting to flower. Same with that one. And I forgot to do that when I planted them out. The other thing, all my plants are doing good. I'm not going to do the plant tour today. Y'all done seen the plants a million times. I'm getting some new blueberry blooms, so that excited me. Excuse me. So now, blackberry's still not doing nothing, so I'm not even going to worry about it. Oh, and I said that this is time. I don't know what it is, but it is going to seed or about to bloom. I don't know what that is. Hold on. See those blooms on there? So I don't know what it's gonna do. So I got to figure out what that is, okay? Because I said it was English time. That's the tag that's in there. But hey, maybe it's something different. But everything, since I'm here, look at those strawberries. Oh, I got strawberries. Look at them. See them back there? I know I'm zoomed in, but let me back up. See that one? I got a lot of strawberries. And new plants pushing up too. On top of that, there's some. Here's some right here. Look at that. Let me zoom out. Ooh, I'm happy. I'm happy, happy, happy. Yay! Okay, let me calm down, y'all. Okay. See, blackberry is growing, but I'm not seeing any blooms. But I'm glad it's growing. Okay. Peanuts are growing. My garlic up front is doing good. I went up there yesterday because I watered everything. That garlic up front decided to take off. So I don't know if it was from the rain, me watering it, or from that fertilizer that I put on it the other day. So I am very, very excited about that. And I healed up the potatoes on yesterday. I did some weed whacking yesterday evening. And so I do feel accomplished for yesterday because I hadn't done anything up until it cooled off. Okay, so that's it. So I might get those flowers done today, depending on if it rains or not. But I will get those tomatoes. That's only going to take a minute to get those clipped. But I'm happy for these panels. I'm thankful for those panels. And to only have paid, $2 and I think 57 cents for them. In fact, my sister's going to get some for her deck. She said because she can curtain herself in for, and protect herself from bugs and whatnot. So that was a good idea. She was like, that's a good price. And they had run out of the white. That's the color I would have gotten, the white, but the beige matches. And see my new pillows, y'all? They're not new, but they were in the closet, ready to get tossed out because I don't know how long I've had those pillows. And so I said, let me bring them out here. They match. So, and I think they look good on my little bench. Yep, so I'll have myself together by the 3rd of June. Y'all can best believe this greenhouse will be together. And I haven't forgotten about the wood. That's going to be purchased. The burlap will be finished off. And I will be officially done with this greenhouse with the exception. I'm not putting that rope on until I get that wood up because I want it as tight as possible before I zoop the rope across it and tie it down with that. So that's all I'm waiting for. My rope is right there in that black thing on the shelf there. Okay, y'all, so we're at 20 minutes, so I done it again, but I'm not going over at least. And let me go check this food because I'm smelling it. I got my veggie packs on. In fact, you know what? Let's walk over there. Let's see what those veggie packs look like. So what I did was, y'all know with my veggie packs, I just throw whatever vegetable I have in there. So I had a yellow bell pepper. I didn't like the red bell pepper, but I have found that I like the yellow bell pepper, and I tasted the orange bell pepper last night to see if I liked that, and I loved it. I like that better than the yellow. So I put that in there, onion, garlic, rice cauliflower, and my fire's gone out, so let me stoke it a little bit. Let's see if I can get it going, because this isn't quite done. It's looking dry. Hold on. Let's see if these charcoals are still... I think they're still lit. They just needed stoking. Yep, I see the embers. There we go. There's some smoke. Okay. I think one more round of smoke before it goes out again should do it. And let me close them up because they look like they're drying out. And I'll put a little butter in them later. And so I also did a piece of salmon and some smoked sausage. So that's dinner for today, which will be ready, I would say, in the next 20 minutes. Okay, I will talk to you guys later, and may God bless you all. Bye-bye.